Hello and welcome to the Tarkis Zone. Today we're going to be talking about the great game of Black Desert Online, and we're going to get right to it. Today is Server Merge Day. It's hooray, hooray, Server Merge Day. And some of you are thinking to yourself, Tarkis, you're nuts. This is nuts because I'm on the server and I'm lagging. Well, you're going to get a little bit of that, and I can't fault you for not, being excited about this merge. There's been some skeptical people out there thinking that this was going to destroy the game, and then you got the opposite spectrum. You got people thinking it's going to save the game. Well, we won't know really. And you are going to experience lag today. That's what's going to happen. It's 12/1/2016, so if you're watching my video today, you might as well know that when you log on, you're going to get a little bit of skippage. You're going to get some warping. You're going to get people loading onto this mega server in boatloads. And it's par for the course. Now, for you people out there that have no idea what I'm talking about, today what they did is they merged 3 servers together into one mega server. And I would say that is a pretty good business model, pretty good move. I think getting populations of people together to group together on one server made sense to me, and you can't fault them for any lag issues you're going to get for the next 24 to 48 hours. It is just going to be par for the course. Now, if the lag issues continue after day, let's say 4, then at that point I would be concerned, because at that point they should have been able to figure out what's causing some of the. You can watch people, and again, you could recycle your router, you can reboot your computer. No matter what you're going to do at this point, because I've done it, you're going to still experience some lag concerns. And you can notice it as people walking by me. Things are just appearing then disappearing. That's people just lagging on the server a bit. Now what they've done here, which is a pretty cool thing, is they've made all these extra channels. And they have labels now that tells you if that channel's crowded, and you could be saying to yourself, well, Tarkis, you're on a crowded server. Well, actually, I went to the very bottom server thinking that that's where I would get the least amount of issues. I probably should have gone here, because it might have been half the world thinking the same thing I was thinking and went here. But it doesn't have the crowded label, so I'm not really sure why I'm experiencing the lag that, imagine these channels up here that are uncrowded. I can't even imagine what the lag concerns could be on that channel. Who knows? Or maybe it's just equal across the board. Well, let's get into the meat and potatoes of some of the things you're going to really experience that's going to be affecting you game-wise. As soon as you log in, you got to start to reallocate your workers again. Now, the game gods decided to leave the nodes, that you own the nodes. You just do not have workers at that node when you log into the game. You actually have to send them out to do that. Well, this is a positive and negative thing, because those people who really don't like micromanaging are going to think, oh, geez, I'm going to have to remember where all my nodes are. I'm going to have to go around this map. I have to send workers there. Oh, by the gods. That's probably what they're thinking. Well, with me, it's a perfect opportunity to look at my worker empire and make a decision on what I want workers to be doing. I've got 57 workers, so I actually have to do this, 57 times. I've already allocated some of my workforce to doing things that I knew I needed to get going right off the bat, like making the reform stones, the weapon reform stones. So I've got my workers doing that. But this is a good opportunity to look at the map and see what you really are expecting from that node and what kind of worker. Like this is wheat, which is important, and this is flax, which is not so important to me because I probably got like 50,000 of it. So what I'm going to look at this wheat, because that allows me to make beer. Now I can actually look at my workers and decide which one makes sense. Now they also added to this is your workers to the city closest to the node are going to end up first. So you've got Heidel, okay, because I'm closest to Heidel, and then it's going to, once we get through all the Heidel workers, and yes, I have a few of them, you're going to get into other areas that, Velia, We just passed Velia. Yep. And then you get into the next Calpheon. So it allows you to look at the closest workers first and see what makes sense to you. Now, obviously, I want to put somebody who's good at farming here, right? Because it's a wheat. So like I said, could be a positive thing. This guy's got a lot of workshop. This guy's got polishing knowledge, but lucky, work supervisor, general knowledge. No, that guy doesn't make sense. Oh boy, this guy doesn't really make much sense. I'm going to have to promote some of these guys to get them into the next tier. I'll have to do that next. This guy's got some farm knowledge. And natural healer, furniture knowledge. Okay, that guy had some farm knowledge, and I don't really want to bore you here and going through all my workers. I'm just trying to show you that I'm actually just going to send that guy that had that farm knowledge. That's fine. He's a blue worker. And really, that's what you're going to have to do throughout all the nodes that you possess in the world. You'll have to figure out which workers you want to send where. And like with me, that's going to allow me to fine-tune my workforce. With others, it's going to be a pain in the butt, and they're not going to really want to do it. But if you want your workers to be doing something, you're going to have to get it done. Now, the other big noticeable factor in this game, or should have been noticeable, was the fact that the marketplace got merged. So 3 servers of marketplace items should have fell onto this one mega server today. When I logged on, I was quite disappointed. There wasn't a lot of newer items, and the volumes of items seemed to be the same. I looked at the maple planks, I looked at cedar planks, I even looked at black stone powder. I looked at a few items, and actually the numbers don't make any sense to me, because it seems to be less of those items now on the marketplace, unless people pulled all their items and then we're having to wait to repost them. But when I logged on, all my registrations were still in the marketplace, so all the items I was trying to sell were still there. So I don't know if somebody got on the server prior to me and started gobbling up stuff. So you would hope you would see more items, especially the value packs. You'd hope that you'd see those come up more often. Now, I've been on the server now 2 hours, and I've got value packs on a notification, and not one has come up. So, I don't know if the marketplace is still being fine-tuned by the game gods. I really don't know. But if you're expecting to come onto the game thinking, I couldn't get this item normally, I'm going to get on today and that item should be there. Well, that's not the case. Or across 3 servers, that item was so rare that it never was on any of the auction houses or marketplaces. Who knows? But this mega server is supposed to help with the economy. And when you bring people onto one channel, you're going to get more PvP opportunities. You're going to get more guild recruiting opportunities. But you got to be prepared for the next couple of days that if you're going to go out in PvP tonight, it's going to be laggy. You're going to be playing the transport game. People are just going to be transporting all over the place. And that can make a fun night. I'll tell you that. That could make a fun night if you go into it thinking that, well, geez, tonight's just a fun night. The lag's just going to make it a different kind of combat. Well, I really didn't have much more to go over. I just wanted to really prepare you for the lag, and I wanted to prepare you for making sure that your workers get allocated. Not thinking that, get on and start doing your thing and they're just sitting in there lodging. It would be a waste of a worker having them sit there. Well, I want to thank you for joining me. This has been the Tarkis Zone.